Welcome to this video on shareholder activism, part of our ethical investing series. Today, you'll learn how investors can use their ownership stakes to influence corporate behavior and drive positive change. Shareholder activism is a powerful tool that allows you to align your investments with your values while holding companies accountable for their actions. Shareholder activism occurs when investors use their ownership stake in a company to influence corporate decisions and drive positive change. As a shareholder, you're not just a passive owner. You have legal rights to participate in governance, vote on key issues, and submit proposals for company-wide consideration. This means your voice matters, and you can actively shape how the companies you invest in operate. There are four main types of shareholder activism. First is proxy voting, where you vote on board elections, executive compensation, and major corporate decisions. Second is shareholder proposals, which allow you to submit resolutions for other shareholders to vote on at annual meetings. Third is direct engagement, involving private dialogue with company management to discuss concerns and changes. Finally, there are public campaigns, where activists rally support from other investors and stakeholders for specific causes. Proxy voting is one of the most accessible forms of shareholder activism. Before annual meetings, shareholders receive proxy materials that allow them to vote on critical company matters, even if they cannot attend in person. Common voting topics include board of directors elections, where you help choose who leads the company; executive compensation packages, where you weigh in on how much top executives should earn; and mergers and acquisitions, where you decide whether the company should combine with or purchase other businesses. Shareholder proposals are formal resolutions that shareholders can submit to appear in proxy materials and be voted on by all shareholders at annual meetings. To be eligible, you must own at least $2,000 or 1% of company shares. You must hold those shares continuously for at least 1 year. And you must submit your proposal at least 120 days before the proxy statement is released. These requirements ensure that proposers have a genuine stake in the company's future. Shareholder proposals cover a wide range of issues. Climate change and environmental impact proposals push companies to reduce emissions and adopt sustainable practices. Diversity, equity, and inclusion proposals advocate for fair representation in leadership and workforce. Labor rights and working conditions proposals demand better treatment and safety for employees. Corporate governance reforms seek to improve transparency and accountability. Data privacy and cybersecurity proposals protect customer information. And political spending transparency proposals reveal how companies use money to influence policy. Individual shareholders have limited influence, but coordinated efforts can drive meaningful corporate change. Institutional coalitions bring together pension funds and investment firms that unite on shared concerns, pooling billions of dollars in voting power. Advocacy networks are organizations that coordinate retail investor participation, helping individual investors amplify their voices. Proxy advisors are services that provide voting recommendations to guide shareholder decisions, helping investors make informed choices aligned with their values. Shareholder activism has achieved significant victories. In environmental commitments, shareholders pressured major oil companies to set net zero emissions targets and disclose climate risks, fundamentally changing how energy companies approach sustainability. For board diversity, investor coalitions successfully pushed Fortune 500 companies to increase gender and racial diversity on corporate boards, creating more inclusive leadership. In drug pricing reform, shareholders compelled pharmaceutical companies to adopt transparent pricing policies and address medication affordability, making healthcare more accessible. Becoming an active shareholder is straightforward. First, review proxy materials by reading proxy statements carefully before annual meetings to understand what you're voting on. Second, research the issues to understand proposals and their potential impact on company values and performance. Third, cast your vote by submitting your proxy vote online, by mail, or attending the meeting in person. Fourth, join advocacy groups by connecting with organizations that align with your values for greater impact and support. Let's recap the key points. Shareholders have legal rights to influence corporate decisions through voting and proposals, making you an active participant in corporate governance. Activism drives change on environmental, social, and governance issues like climate action, diversity, and labor rights. Collective action amplifies individual shareholder voices and creates measurable impact that no single investor could achieve alone. And finally, every investor can participate by reviewing proxy materials and casting informed votes. Your ownership gives you power to create change. Thank you for watching, and remember that ethical investing starts with engaged shareholders like you.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.